Hey, okay, so a lot of things happened for me today, and small things, but mainly things in my head that I realize that I change and things move, and the more I focus on what is happening in my head, and the more things change, and the more I realize at what point it is important to change first in my head. Okay, so first thing, very interesting is I try to focus my attention on what I'm enthusiastic about. Exactly. Okay, that's it. So what I'm enthusiastic about, and try to sometimes to remember the better time when I was more enthusiastic about something, but that helps me to reach my goals, to go where I want to go. Okay, and just to remind my brain, just my awareness of things I really enjoy and how it is when I enjoy them. Okay, and I realize that I'm more during my day I'm more inclined to go towards what I focused my brain on. So I try to sometimes to visualize, to imagine, to remember everything to bring back enthusiasm when I think I have a lack of enthusiasm, because I really think that the real thing that drives us is enthusiasm. First of all, okay, when you have enthusiasm about something, then it's really like the engine of the car. That really is that's really the thing that allows us to move forward. Without enthusiasm, I don't think it's possible to do good things. Even if you force yourself, the result is not the same. So it's good sometimes to force yourself to move, to take actions, okay, but you have to focus on enthusiasm. You have to find enthusiasm in what you do. So it's not always easy, and because things appear as boring, as difficult, and you have a lot of beliefs in the difficulties and everything that prevents you from doing that, what you want, with a lot of pleasure. But if you try to focus on things you enjoy in the process, then things change. Okay, and if you gain enthusiasm in what you do, things change a lot. Okay, that's what I experienced today, and I realized that just by focusing here and there, visualizing, finding things in my memory, really it's maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes before sleeping. Okay, I try to focus on what I want, what is the ideal condition I would like to live right now. Okay, about my goal and what I want. Okay, and then when I focus on precise things, then the days after, after just a few days, I'm really more inclined, as I was saying, on things I focused on, and I'm inclined because I'm enthusiastic about those things, which I was not or less the days before. So that's a very good thing, very good point. It's just a small tendency, but really, I really experienced it today. Okay, and that's already a very good thing, good results. And what I noticed also today in what was happening in my brain, I'm really, as I said in the last videos, I'm really focusing on what are my feelings, what is the truth. And every time I have negative feelings, I try not to continue my thoughts and my behavior in this direction, and I just remind me that it's just feelings. There are just feelings, and feelings have no power on my life. It's just a choice. Do I choose those feelings? Do I choose other things? And then I have to decide. Okay, so I really think that it doesn't have to be difficult, and even we don't have to fight against our feelings. If we fight against, as I said earlier, we are fighting for, because then we are exactly at the place we don't want to be. We just have to neglect those feelings and say, okay, they have no power by themselves, just feelings. What do I want? and look where I want to go. Okay, so what I said to myself is actually, well, sometimes it's difficult. It's difficult because you already see things around you, and it seems impossible to change things. Okay, that's really, I think, the difficult part. But I really think if you change things in your head, you focus on what you want and the ideal conditions, and you focus on enthusiasm again, then things are going to change very, very quickly. Okay, so how to do that when it seems so impossible to change anything? Because you look around you and say, how could all that change, and how could I live better with all that? And it seems really impossible. Okay, so I imagine I'm in a black room and there's no light. I can't see anything at all, and that's my condition. So I don't see how things could improve because I'm in the obscurity. There's no light and I can't see in this condition. So I have to focus my brain on what I want, how I want it, and then the light comes. So it's really the idea I try to remember every time. Hey, it's just obscure, but light is going to come back very quickly if I focus myself on what I want in my head. Okay, and then things becomes easier. I can accept that I don't see at all. It seems completely impossible for me to change anything. Okay, it seems impossible, but I just remind me that, okay, it's just because I can see it right now like that. It's just obscure. Okay, and then I can accept to say, okay, my feelings are my feelings. If I don't want them, I don't have to take them. It's just the truth. It's not the truth. And then focus my brain on what I want and visualize and separate my feelings with what I want. Okay, and then it's easier. And I really think that's the way to continue, and I'm going to continue for the next days, and I will let you know how it improves. But I really think the real kind of fight is here, even though we don't have to fight. Just make clear what our brain can do, what we can do in our brain, and how to handle feelings and reality. Okay, so a lot of things to say about that, but I'll let you I will let you know in the next videos how all that happens for me. And don't hesitate, give me your advice, your experiences too. It will be very interesting. Okay, thank you. I see you soon.